Hey everyone, welcome back to the Board Game Junkies. Today, Sean and I are going to be doing something a little different. We wanted to give a bit of a channel update, sort of where we're at, where we're going. Not sure we really know.
Hopefully far.
Games we're playing, games that we want to get and play, and all that kind of fun stuff.
Let's get into it. You know what's tough?
What's that?
Is that
like trying to keep people's attention and knowing that that's where I feel pressure. I feel pressure when it's like you have to make sure you cut here and now and do this, like to get people to keep watching you. And then it like that's where I get in front of the camera and I'm like, like I don't know.
Yeah, it can be a little frustrating. I find that I have a hard time pretending that that's not a camera so I could talk to it normally.
You can't.
Because you have a far better chance of being able to communicate with a person because you see a face and everything, but when you're talking
and they're
to
reacting,
a camera, yeah.
Right? Like they're reacting to the things that you're saying. They're adding to the conversation, which helps it flow. Whereas here, it's like, it's just you and I.
Yeah.
And then
it just comes off as awkward.
Yeah, trying to have a conversation with like all of you.
Yeah, I mean, there's supposed to be somebody there and we're supposed to be talking to you, but
it's just different, yeah.
Yeah, it just comes off really weird. I guess we wanted to start this discussion off by just going over why we started in the first place. You know, we always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but we didn't know where to go with it, how to start. Maybe we were too nervous to even begin.
Or what to do, like what topic would be something that would be of interest to people. We
didn't know what we were going to even start with. We didn't have a niche.
Well, actually, to go back a little bit, Sean and I worked together at the airport. I already mentioned that in a previous video. And that's where we met. And, you know, we really enjoyed working together. And then we wanted to start a food truck at the airport where we would, you know, provide food, obviously, to pilots and ramp staff and stuff like that. But
sounded like a smart idea. They don't have anything on ramp side.
But then also, it was a safety hazard. Which makes sense too. So we presented the idea. It obviously didn't really go anywhere. But anyway, so we've always enjoyed working together or wanting to do something together. And then he kind of said a couple years ago, like, oh, why don't we do a YouTube channel? And I was like, well, what are we going to do? You know? And then it just sort of steamrolled into this, right? Like you liked board games, you enjoyed playing them.
Okay, when we first started, it wasn't going to be board games, but we were going to just do random stuff around the house that would be interesting, I guess, even like a challenge, like a cooking challenge. Things like that, just to have fun.
It's embarrassing when you say it out loud.
Yeah, it is.
But people do all kinds of stupid shit.
So yeah, they do all kinds of shit.
Really, there's going to be someone out there for everyone.
We wanted to start with that, but we didn't know where to go with it. So we kind of just put it in the back burner. And then, I started buying the board games. And as we went over in our intro video, we just started playing some games. And then I thought, you know, it would be fun to film this and to show people board games and talk about it and everything board games, basically. And I thought that was a brilliant idea. So I presented it to her and is my in a box? We both went, yeah.
Let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot. Where can it go, right? And that first day, oh my God, that was sweaty, eh?
It's really awkward, and I still find it awkward.
But even now, yeah, I still find it all like clammy and everything, even though we're talking to a freaking camera. Shouldn't be clammy, but we're talking to you.
So initially when we started, like in our intro video, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we only had your cell phone. I don't even think we had any microphones. And if we did, they were just those little, you know, the ones we would clip to our shirts.
Yep.
Right?
That's right.
Those were hot trash. So then we ended up upgrading to this
shotgun microphone.
Yeah.
Which is pretty friggin' cool.
Yeah.
Like, listen to it now compared to what it was back then.
Yeah, it's great quality. We got some lights.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we're
Right?
still using a cell phone, but we bought new phones, and this one has 4K at 60 frames per second, so it comes off really smooth.
So we had originally not wanted to script. It was just supposed to be us having a conversation, very like off the cuff. And then we felt like that was a little bit lost and we didn't do that well with that. So then we tried scripting and that sucked the big one. I clearly could have been like a news anchor.
From the entire Channel 4 news team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Oh,
and
God.
read off a teleprompter, no problem. And then there's like Sean who went full
Robot.
awkward, just like, it's just not your thing.
Am I not awkward right now, too? I mean,
Like
no
to me,
difference.
yeah, you're always awkward in my opinion, but that's just because
Yeah, you have to get used to my awkwardness.
yeah, it's like even worse when you're not on camera, guys. But anyway, so then we realized that that wasn't working because it was like we were trying to keep it scripted so we could get our point across in a professional way, and then to sound well spoken because there is pressure when you're on camera. I find
A little bit.
like I go blank. It's like I'm like that when I was in school or in a job interview. I go like my brain just takes a nap. It's like I'm just gonna peace out for a while.
Yellow if they're using late season apples. And of course in Canada the whole thing's flip-flop.
You've got this, but I don't. So then we just thought, yeah, let's script a little bit and then, but also keep our own thoughts and try to keep the conversation flowing, right? And then that got lost too.
Well, we've tried many ideas, some better than others. We went back to not scripting because we found it worked best.
Yeah, and now we just kind of try to write our stuff down on a clipboard.
Yeah,
Sean has fancy little sticker meeple people and
I'm going to cover the whole back with stickers.
anyway, so these are just like our little ways of trying to make things a little bit more structured and better, but
Yeah,
it is
more streamlined.
Yeah, it is difficult. I think something that we really struggle with too was the amount of time needed to put forth into a channel. We are super busy. Like, this is not our job. So Sean works full time. He's a truck driver. I work office, boring government of Canada stuff.
And you know the government of Canada lately.
It's really embarrassing.
It's bad.
I feel like a sellout. So like we both have our full-time jobs. Plus, you know, we have 3 kids who are here often enough. So that kind of takes up a lot of our time. We don't have a huge house with a separate little production studio, so to speak. We're literally at our island in our kitchen. So we need to only do these things when we're alone. And our alone time is very few and far between. So we struggled a lot. We still do. We struggle a lot with finding time to make the videos.
It can be a real pain in the ass when you really want to get some videos out and show you some brand new games that we've purchased.
I think another struggle too is just the content creation and like trying to come up with stuff that keeps people engaged. So for example, like I know I'm biased because it's us, but I think our shorts are freaking good. I know that we're not Oscar nominated actresses and actors.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
Like we clearly know that. We're
Speak
just
for yourself.
I mean, honestly, you're good because you're animated. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm super awkward when it comes to that kind of stuff. But it's like you put so much thought and energy and effort into like creating this tiny little like under a minute masterpiece, and then
Masterpiece.
and then no one sees it, or the people that see it, like you'll get a thumbs down, and you're like, what the F? Like that was funny.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm not a huge YouTube viewer. Like I don't go on YouTube often, but Sean does, and like he'll send me stuff from other, you know, board game channels or whatever. And I see some of these things and I'm like, why? Like why do they have so many subs? Or like I just spent like 15 seconds of my life watching this short on like, oh, these are my top 5 board games. And I'm like, okay, cool. What are they? Like, do we have any of them? Do we have anything in common, you know? And then like the person just goes off on this weird like singing rant. And I'm like, what the fuck were your 5 top board games? I don't even know. And then, what the fucking fuck? You know, I compare it to sometimes like the things that we do, and albeit I get it. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and it's like that in life no matter where you are, but
Yeah.
I sometimes don't understand. What do you want? Like, what is funny? What's not funny? I don't get it. Like,
What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
I think we're funny.
I think some of the things we do are hilarious.
I
Well,
thought-
I laugh at it, but that makes me look crazy.
I laugh too, though. Like, I'm at work and I have my little headphones on and I'm like, Sean will be like, oh, I just put another a short out. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like at work in my cubicle and I'm like laughing to myself. And I'm like, that's great. And then it's like crickets.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand how it works. I think
Or-
it has something to do with the algorithm.
You maniac! You blew it up! Oh, damn you!
Oh, the algorithm's
For some of
best. Yeah, that makes things difficult too. So basically, like, it was a really slow progression to get, you know, even the first few subs. And then we were like, let's just stay the course. You watched a lot of videos on what we can do. And I think some of it was really helpful information that we took. And yeah, we just try to put out the videos. Hope you guys like them. Hope YouTube shares it with more people. Like, don't send our shit to people that like football or
That's
people that like
crazy.
cooking. You're not gonna, like, they don't
crazy.
stick. No, I just think that, like, we were gonna stop at one point. We were like, we can't do this anymore. Like, just based off of time, it didn't seem like there was a lot of interest. And then we were like, you know what? Let's give ourselves a year. We'll go for a year and see where we end up at that point. And things have started to pick up. So, like, we're really happy with everyone that's subscribed, and, you know, we hope you like our stuff.
Yeah, surpassing 100 really made us feel good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a small stepping stone, but it was,
A huge one. For us.
yeah, it made us feel amazing. So it was like, oh my God, we did it. I mean, it only took 5 months, but we did it. And now we're starting to see it progress more and more, and we've been feeling great about it. So we
Yeah.
would just want to thank all of you.
Yeah. And it is tough too, because board games are really your thing. They're not mine. And I often feel like I don't have a lot to offer.
I can convert it into your thing.
Well, you're trying, and it's not like you're not really, it's not working so well. I
What?
mean,
Are you kidding me? Yes, it is. It's
mean-
working great.
I enjoy it. What I'm saying is, when I look at like what we do and the fact that like you can clearly tell one of us is not like super involved in it. This guy.
No, she's totally involved. She's the board gamer. She's just bullshitting.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I find it hard. I find it hard for me to talk about it because I don't know the terminology. I don't know the latest things of what's coming out. Like, you're always watching shit. When you show me things, there are some people that I think are hilarious. Like, I love the Brothers Murph.
If you guys like the Brothers Murph,
They're
or have
so
never
funny.
heard of them, go check them out. They're great.
Yeah, they're awesome. Who else are some good ones?
I don't know. Like, I watch a few. Like, I enjoy Watch It Played. I enjoy Dice Tower. Like, they're perfect.
Actual LOL.
Oh,
Is
yes.
that his
He's
name?
really good. Yeah. Well, that's not his actual name.
Not his real name. Oh my god.
No, but yeah, check out Actual LOL. He does really good board games.
And then there's that girl, the Board Game Garden.
Yep.
I enjoy her.
Yeah, she's really informative.
Yeah. So anyway, I think to sum it all up is just that it's not easy to start. It takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary. 'Tis but a scratch.
A lot of dedication. You need to have a lot of the right equipment to be able to put out good video. That likability factor. People are either going to like you or not. But
Yeah, and you have to accept the
Yeah.
fact that if you're not good or if people don't like you,
There will be people that do. So,
Yeah, you're gonna find your
Yeah.
crew. You're gonna find a whole crew of people that are gonna love you, and they'll
Yeah.
hop on board and accept you and support you, and
Yeah.
that's what we're looking for.
Yeah. So just stay the course within reason, I think. Hopefully things progress and they don't just stay and go stagnant.
Yeah. Well, we'll just stay at 144 subs forever. We love it here.
Oh, yeah. So to end, like, we'll end on that note. Games that we've been playing a lot. We're really late to the Catan train, but that game is so good. Even when Sean's at work, I play it with the kids. Like, they had a PD day yesterday, so I wanted to keep them off electronics and TV for a bit, and we played it, and it's painful because they have zero attention span and they're running around, but ultimately we did end up playing the game and it's fun. So we've played that one a lot. Scout?
Yeah, we've picked that up. Actually, I got it
You got it for
Christmas. And
It's a very fast-paced game, so I like that. You could play several rounds.
yeah, theme doesn't matter, but the way it plays it's great.
Yeah, it's quick. Radlands.
Oh, I've been trying to get her to play that for frickin' forever.
There's a lot of games that just like sit.
I keep telling you how amazing they are, and I'm like, please, just give it a shot. Just give it a shot. You'll see.
I think for me, it's the I need to get over the hump of like learning the game. Like Sean always has this tendency to describe something about a game. He'll be like, "Oh, there's this game, you know, whatever it's called, Obsession." He's like, "It's this, and you do this, and you do that," and like he's started telling me about it. And again, my brain has evacuated the building. I'm just like, dude, I'm visual. I need to see it. Like, teach me how to play it, and then we're good to go.
I basically told her it's like Bridgerton, the TV show, in a board game.
I know, and that's what got me
Pride,
excited.
Prejudice, and what is it? All this other shit?
Like putting on parties or balls.
Yeah, put on a ball. But I thought, I'm like, that sounds cool, and it looked cool. I mean,
Yeah, I think, like I said, once I get over the hump of just learning how to play the game, then I really, like, I always obviously end up enjoying it. I just think there's so many rules and different gameplay to each game.
you know, it's crazy. Every time we get back into a game that we haven't played for like a couple weeks, I feel like I've lost it and I have to relearn the game all over again. Like, we could hop it back into Epic like that. It's like riding a bike.
Is Epic a big thing? Like,
No.
I feel like I've never...
Probably not as big as it should be.
There's not a lot of people that do videos on Epic. It's actually a really fun game.
Yeah, we're going to do a playthrough of it so that way you guys can see it.
Take that.
Yep.
Yes, look at that.
See? She's learning.
And yeah, it's very strategic. You need to really read your cards and know when to play them. Cue Kenny Rogers.
We're not going to play Kenny Rogers music.
Yes, we are.
We are?
Yeah. Okay, Beer and Bread. Honestly, the name of the game was freaking stupid to me, and I thought this game has got to be dumb. But
Oh.
it
boy,
is a
you were
lot
wrong.
of fun. Yeah, I really, really enjoy that game. Point City.
We played a lot of playthroughs of that.
Well,
Yeah.
we did the one playthrough, but we've been playing it quite a bit. And even my middle, she's going to be 12. She enjoys that too. She'll like, can we play Point City? So that's kind of fun.
Yeah, she recommends it a lot. So.
Yeah. Mind Bug is a newbie for us, and we've played it, I think, maybe a few times.
Yeah.
That one's really good too.
Pretty good.
I
It's-
enjoy that.
It's reminiscent of like Epic in its own way.
Well, I think this is what I enjoy. Like, I like playing cooperative games with you, and I know I get violently angry when I lose and when we play against each other, but I really like the ones where we're playing against each other.
I had to like put on makeup to cover the bruises.
Oh, stop. That's not even a funny joke. You're such a loser. I do not beat him. Tiny Towns. That's one that we've been playing too. We
Tiny
haven't in
Towns.
a little bit, but anyway, so those are the games that we've been playing. We'll do some playthroughs for sure on some of those. What about games that we have our eyeballs on? I can't even justify why these are on my list. Sean will give me a brief description of it. And like I said, I stop listening. So sometimes it'll be like the name that I'm like, ooh, that intrigues me. or you'll just give me a little bit of info about it. So Obsession was one.
Which we just picked up.
Which
You
we
see
did
it back
get.
here on the shelf.
Yeah, so we have that, haven't played it yet. Castles of Burgundy, you've made that one sound really fun, so that's something I would like to.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
here's something I gotta note, okay? The reasons why we don't have these games is because we just started 6 months ago, but I mean, I'm slowly starting to buy these games and put them into my,
You're also having to like, you know, not sorry, but like you have to kind of pop the board game cherry with me. Like some of these are really complex, right?
yeah, I gotta start
Where-
slow and work up.
Every game you decide upon is always contingent on, will Kristina play this? And if the answer is no, then like you let it go, right?
Yeah, I don't
'Cause
even
you're not gonna buy it for nothing, but so far you've done really well. Patchwork, Halloween edition.
She wants the Halloween edition. I don't know why. I
don't
think
even
just
know-
get the regular one and it'd be fine.
Because it looks boring, like the boring old little quilty pieces. I don't even know what the game's about or how to play it.
When you
but
turn to a grandma, maybe the quilty pieces
Maybe.
look better.
Okay, and this one's ridiculous for me.
Oh my God.
So Agricola.
You're right. Agricola.
One. Duel.
Yeah.
You told me a bit about it, but the actual
It's like farming.
Yeah, but the actual game,
Yeah.
did you not say is like 4
There was-
hours long?
No, well, it says on the box on one of them, and quote me if I'm wrong, go ahead, put it down in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it said 30 minutes per player.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, you told me this. So
And if I'm right, that's a long time. Like, that's
Yeah.
insane, but I could be wrong about that.
you probably are. That sounds crazy. Anyway, so that lost my interest, but then he mentioned that there was a dual version, which was
Yeah, a lot shorter and
a little quicker. So
Yeah.
that one. And then when we were at Toys on Fire, which is like our little local brick and mortar board game shop. So I saw these little expansion packs and I just really liked the art. I think it was like a loaf of bread or like a croissant. But I was like,
God.
I like the way it looks. So anyway, so that I've got my eye on that. You told me about Palm Island.
Yep. Every game that
that's a solo
okay.
a solo player, right?
Yep, it's
Okay.
a solo game. So
Which I don't really know that I would see myself pulling out a game and playing by myself. Like, so I don't really know. Maybe I'm gonna
say
scratch
you
that.
traveled somewhere and
Without
you're
you?
on vacation.
Without you.
No, I could be there. But say you were on vacation and you're just laying on the beach.
No,
And you're
I'm not gonna
"I'm
be
just
playing.
gonna
No.
pull out Palm Island.
Full
to
stop.
play it on an island. I don't see anything wrong with that.
No, that's not. I'm gonna be tanning, maybe reading, and
Ugh. I would be
Yeah.
playing Palm Island then.
actually, when we went to Dominican,
Yeah, we
Before-
played Epic while we were
before
there.
COVID started. No, was it? No, it wasn't Epic. We brought something else with us.
We brought a few games, and I remember playing some.
Anyway,
So here we are on vacation,
it was too windy.
playing board games.
Okay, but
so
regardless,
I think it goes.
I'm just saying I ain't pulling out a freaking solo game. But anyway, I did try to order it to be the sweet girlfriend for Sean. I order it,
Yeah,
and then I check, and it was the French version.
it's really difficult to find.
Yeah.
Like, I think you can find it on eBay, but
Yeah, like inflated pricing.
yeah,
No
that
thanks.
and heavily used. So it's like, nah, I don't know if I want that. So I've watched a couple videos of a game called Sky Team, and it's where you're cooperatively playing together, trying to land aircraft. You're taking them off, going to a destination and landing it, but you're controlling it using dice, I believe. And I thought that was really cool. I thought that would be fun. Like, hey, you pick the destination from what I saw.
Okay.
So if you wanted to, like, oh, I'm going to travel to Montreal, you'd pick Montreal and there's the route, and you'd have to, like, use dice to manipulate it and make sure the plane makes it there safely
Do you
without
see?
crashing into things. And
My brain just left.
you pass it. What the fuck?
goodness.
Okay, Star Wars Clone Wars. That is like a pandemic system version of Star Wars.
What do you mean?
It's just like Pandemic.
Okay.
It's got the same system as Pandemic,
Okay,
but it's based in the theme of Star Wars,
Okay,
the
that-
Clone Wars.
that's weird for me.
I don't have a Star Wars game, so I
Yes,
thought,
you do.
oh yes, I do, and I wouldn't mind that one too.
Okay.
Okay, so the other one is I have a bunch of Tiny Epics, but the one that I'm missing that I would like is Tiny Epic Defenders.
Okay.
So that's a cool thing where it's kind of like cooperative. So you and I would be defending our land, and there'd be constant things coming around and trying to destroy the land. You have to go out and protect it. Anyways, see, I lost her already again. That's why I can't describe games. I just have to show it to her or buy it and just show it to her at that point. Then she's okay with it. Well, I already had Castles of Burgundy, just like her. So we both really want that game. When I went to the game store, all I could find was, what was it? Castles of Tuscany.
Yeah, what's that one?
It's like a different version of this.
Is it just as good though?
I honestly have to look it up.
Okay.
I don't know. If it's better than this one, then I might go with that. But if, one of the two is better, then that's the one I'll buy. Last one is something I recently saw. It's a horror game. It's called The Night Cage.
Oh, is that the one where you've got the big board up in front of you?
No.
Oh,
that's something
a different one? Okay.
Yeah, that one I want to buy for the kids. I'll have to figure out the name of that one. This one is the one where you're lost. You and your friends are all lost in the dark, and you have to move through tunnels.
Oh, yes.
And it's tile laying. So it's like Carcassonne, but wherever your light doesn't flash, you have to remove those tiles. So they change. It's an ever-changing map, and you have to find the keys to get the hell out of that hole. Otherwise, you die. And there's monsters that spawn and stuff, and you don't want to go down that route. And
Okay.
sounded cool. I thought it'd be neat for like a Halloween special.
We just have to wait a year.
Yeah, I'll just wait a year and then we'll play it then, No, I'll play it plenty of times before it gets to that point. I thought it'd be a good one with the kids.
Yeah, they'd probably enjoy it.
And that's it for me. So games that are coming out that we are interested in. Now, really, we only have one. So it's because we've recently watched Game of Thrones.
Oh, so good.
Dracarys.
I know we're like way late to the party.
We are so late, but honestly, what the hell? I actually feel like a part of me is gone now that it's over.
Yeah.
And despite the whole controversy over the ending sucking balls, I loved the whole thing.
From start to finish,
I
had no real issue with
well,
it,
we
not
talked
too
about
much.
it.
Little things here and there.
We would make some changes to the end, but overall, I just really fell in love with it. And again, not my thing. Do you know how long you've been asking me to watch Game of Thrones?
That's another one.
He bought the box set. I hate putting timelines on things, but a long time ago, let's say 2-3 years ago, maybe.
Oh, that's insane.
And it's just sat there, and he's always like, let's watch Game of Thrones. And I was always super apprehensive because I was like, oh, here we go, another nerdy thing. Sean, let's go watch Legally Blonde. That's my thing.
Legally Blonde.
But yeah, it was so good. That whole series just captivated me. I bought the books.
Yeah, she bought the books, people.
I bought the books, and yeah, I always prefer to read the book versus watching the movie. I like to read the book first, but anyway.
I'm trying to introduce her to this side. Come to the geek side. Just see what it's like. And you dipped your toe in, and that's all you need to do.
I'm fully in.
Holy shit.
But anyway, the show just totally, it left us feeling freaking amazing. So Tiny Epic has a Game of Thrones game
coming out. Yeah. Once I saw it, I'm like, save, notify, let me know everything about it. And it sounds good. I really hope he can pull this off. I just don't want it to go bad.
We genuinely wanted to just thank everybody for subscribing and for watching. We hope you find us entertaining. I almost said irritating, which could be the case too.
I hope we bother you.
But yeah, anyway, please let us know in the comments below. Is there anything you want to see from us? Is there anything you want to know? Should we make a particular type of a video? Anyway, any recommendations, we're always open to that. And we really like engaging with you. We've got some people that always do, and I love it. I look forward to there are some of our subs that comment, and I'm like, I love these people. Why can't you just live here?
Just
come and move here so we could be friends and we could play board games all the time together.
yeah, it'd be great. But we should shout out.
Yes.
So Donna and Jacob,
Yes.
thank you for your support from
Always from day one.
yeah, from day one. You've been fantastic, you guys.
I have crushes. Anyway, and to everyone else who's just commenting and leaving us stuff, even telling us that we screw up because Sean doesn't read the rules properly. But
Yep, I need those.
thank you for watching. Were you not going to say anything? You just sat there.
Anything that you say in front of this camera?
Can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Yes.
I'm talking, but then so are you. And then.
I'll put that in.